Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review after a 12-hour shift at work and a nice beer in the pub. Got a beer from LowCostbeer. You know, it's the old Panda Pop jobby. And this is the Empress Barley Wine, 15.5%, Wander Beyond Brewing in Manchester. So, here's the pump clip to it, and it's actually from LowCostbeer, and you can see there it actually says LowCostbeer as well. So it's a blended, a barrel aged, oh god, my hand tonight, blended barrel aged barley wine. So I'll go back to the last screen, because on the last screen, so it tells you all about it. So when it decides to wake up, there we go. The Empress, a blended barrel-aged barley wine, a blend of Scotch whisky and bourbon barrels. This beer is the barrel-aged version of the Emperor, one of the most viscous beers we have ever produced. It is super silky with a smooth, full body. This dark barley wine has then been aged for a further 15 months in a blend of Scotch whisky and bourbon barrels. The soft aromas of treacle, toffee and fruitcake remain from the original. However, they are now accompanied by warming notes of spirit. The flavour opens up with an initial hit of sweetness, light caramel and stewed fruits, which develops into raisins, figs and honey, backed up by a sweet bourbon hit. A soft carbonation supports the complexity of the beer. A fully decadent beer, best shared with good friends, if you have good friends, that is. And just double checking, this isn't a collab with a certain chap in, no it isn't, no. Just wonder if there's a certain chap in Leicester, at Colville, Leicester. Yes, goes by the name of Emperor. So, although this is definitely down the old Empress Brewery Avenue, shall we say. Certainly down the Raggy's Avenue and all. Raggy Avenue, look at that. So, whoa. So, if you wonder why it comes in Panda Pop bottles, at LowCostbeer they will have this on keg. They have a big draft keg lineup. So if you ever go to the shop, you can go in and it's like, fuck me, that's nice. The aroma, the mixing of the Scotch and bourbon reminds me of my good friends over at both Bang the Elephant and Neon Raptor. Wow. Oh god, I've got the worst blooming hand to eat though. So it's a black pour. It's a light tan head on this. Oh, you can smell the barrel, you know, chocolates, rich fruit, but you can also smell the Scotch and bourbon elements coming through on the barrel. Oh, smells absolutely amazing. Wander Beyond in Manchester. Funnily enough, we had an Imperial Stout from Wander Beyond in the barrel drop in Nottingham, and it was about 8%, something on them lines. It was last year, and the wife drank the blooming lot. Even gave her 2/3. Yeah, choffed the whole lot down there. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I think I had a bloody 5%. Theirs was like, you know, 8, 9 or even higher. If it had been this, I'd have been well annoyed. As you are. So, here we go. Let's dive in. Cheers all. Wow. So it's big. It's thick. There's a real nice thickness to that. Again, a taste of nuttiness. I don't know what it is about nuts. I obviously like nuts. certainly taste nuts. All hazelnuts, Cadbury's make them and they put them in your chocolate. Anyway, yeah, that's an old advert, isn't it? I don't get that advert these days. Bloody room temperature. That is tasting absolutely amazing. So like I say, I'll move that bottle out of the way. I don't know why I changed bottles. Empress barley wine, 15.5%, aged in Scotch and blended Scotch. But this is the sort of thing that our best breweries in the Nottingham area are doing. You know, you like your Bang and and your Neon Raptor. And these breweries, if anybody from Wander Beyond ever watches this channel, tap up Bang the Elephant and Neon Raptor for a collab. Them and you would make some amazing beer together. You know, tasting this, and I know what my friends at both them breweries do. And let me tell you now, whoa. That is absolutely top notch. It's really thick, super moreish. It doesn't taste like 15%, which is absolutely dangerous. I keep looking at my eye and thinking, yeah, only so much you can have of this puppy. Although the bottle's going, obviously. Thank God it's only a 330ml bottle. Could you imagine a litre of it? Oh, it's so dangerous. So dangerous. Yeah. And these are the things you have to be careful of. I certainly have to be careful of. Yes. Bit of a bad reputation for certain things. Falling over. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm freezing as well tonight. It's proper cold out there today. So yeah, Wander Beyond, Manchester, like Nottingham and the Nottingham area, is an absolute haven for fantastic breweries. The likes of Track, obviously, Cloudwater, Wander Beyond, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of good breweries up there. And let's hope they all make it through this cost of living crisis. It's funny because not heard recently about breweries going down the drain. As it subsided, the risk now to the brewing industry, or is it still there and we've just not heard about it because of other things? I assume I'd still hear about it because of connections across the brewing industry. Hey ho, you're not going to know everything. I certainly don't know everything. No. To be honest, don't know much, but there you go. You know, got my mark, didn't you? Oh my giddy aunt. So, if you're thinking about doing a low cost order at the moment, I've just took this out of the box tonight because I fancied something nice. And I'm doing a live low cost tomorrow as well. Unboxing. This one's kind of jumped the box. So, yeah, jumped into my hand. Yeah, stuffed the box. I'm drinking this. And oh, what a bloody bit of quality. I do love a good beer. You know, it's those beers that make you smile. And it's not always a strong beer that makes you smile. Sometimes it's a beer that hits a certain note, resonates, you know, that will make you smile. And so I didn't hurt that hand the other week, and today it's painful here. I've been doing some a lot of weeding today in the garden next door. Whereas this is the hand I hurt, and today I've had the strap on it to stop it from, you know, hurting. This is fine, but this one, and the amount of times I've been stung with chuffing nettles, and they must have some venom in them at the moment because I'm bloody in pain. Is a better word, thinking. Is what it is. Can't win them all. So, letting the air get to the beer. Oh, fucking so decadent. You know, it's beers like this. It's this blending where they age it in one and then they blend it. These are the master brewers. These are craft beer brewers. A lot of breweries, and you know, a lot of breweries class themselves as craft beer brewers, but there's brewing and then there's crafting, blending beers by putting them in, you know, getting the standard beer, the standard barley wine, and then blend and then aging it in a Scotch barrel, a bourbon barrel, blending it together. Fucking hell, you know, it's like you're a chef, but you're a beer chef, and you're there and you're a bit of this, a bit of that. Hold on, let's have a and yeah, and like those and dried fruits and toffee, caramel flavors are coming through, and you know, it must be so exciting to do that instead of just saying, right, I'm chucking that beer in that barrel, off, and leaving it. And no, that is what it's all about. And you know, I tip my hat. Not that I've got a hat, but you get where I'm coming from. You smell what the rag's cooking. Oh yeah. 12 minutes in. Don't want to go too long because no one will watch the whole review otherwise. Although, sod it, a beer's to be savoured. This is one of the best beers I've tasted this year. It's full of complexities. The barrel is coming in from both sides. What you've already got is a great base beer. This is a thing to remember. The base beer needs to be at the top of its game. You put that beer, if that beer's already at the top of its game, by putting it into those barrels, you know, some into a Scotch barrel, some into a bourbon barrel, leaving it for however long they've left it, you know, standard times are anything from 3 months to 15 months, and sometimes 3 flipping years. Some breweries have done that. That's a lot of investment sat in a barrel, mind you. You know, there's a lot of worries sitting there waiting to, you know, come on, I need to get it done. So you are looking at a pricier beer. Make no mistake about it. Any beer that goes into a barrel is a beer that's earned its money. Plus, with government duty these days, you're going to be paying more anyway. We've got to remember these things. This is not a beer that you'll ever get for £2 down Sainsbury's. No, never. But when it tastes this good, it's worthy of its price. There are a lot of beers, and I've drank some that I've paid 11, 12 quid for, and they've been very disappointing. You buy it and you think, I've paid that money for that, and you know, it wasn't that good. And sometimes, you know, even worse. And then there's other beers that, you know, absolutely blow your mind. This is that blow your mind category. This is, we're going to take a trip down Raggy Avenue. Oh yeah. Oh, I do like Raggy Avenue. Okay. I'd love to live there. Yeah, fucking £1 million house, nice swimming pool, a micro pub, my own micro pub, keg lines on, fucking all the best in brewery. I'll tap breweries up and say, hey breweries, What's your price for a keg, youth? Chuck us a keg. Hey, never be for sale, because well, you wouldn't. You'd invite your mates round, pouring out them beers. But you know, if you'd won money, if you'd won millions on the lottery, pouring out a couple of £100 worth of beers, not really a thing, is it? You know. Did I just say what's going to happen if I ever win the lottery? Probably. Both me and the wife have got our own hobbies. She loves doing her cakes. She'd want her own cake factory in some ways, with the best equipment. I would want my own micro pub, brewing it on a good system, but having keg lines so I can tap up the breweries and say, look, I want to buy a beer from you. You know, even if it's a, you know, bit of cash. Jobs are good. Yeah. And because I'm not sure if you're allowed to buy, you'd be allowed to buy that way. I'm not sure if you are. You know, drinkings at the Raggy tap room, or unofficial tap room, the proper Raggy tap room as well, not this shed. Whoa. So the reason for talking bollocks probably is to let it breathe, let the air get to it, like an absolutely top class fine wine. It is a wine anyway, it's a barley wine. The Empress has impressed me. But I'm not even drunk, but it has impressed me. Yeah, or Empress. Absolutely stunning beer. Wow. And low cost again. Whoa. This was my Christmas beer, my birthday beer order. And you know, they are an ever-changing shop, shall we say, that delivers massively, i.e. beer that's a bit cheaper than everywhere else, sometimes a lot cheaper. Beers you've never seen before, beers you would never get delivered in a bottle like that, you know. And I was probably the guinea pig for the whole draft beer from LowCostbeer. Has it worked? Hell bloody yes. Of course it's worked. And with the Raggy seal of approval, of course. And I try not to fall out. I try not to fall on my face on the way up to the house, because wow, stunning. I've got some chicken to eat as well. Chef's gave me a load of chicken that she was going to chuck out if I hadn't took it. So it's got to be put in the Oda JML for 10 minutes, and jobs are good. And lots of chicken drumsticks, barbecue chicken drumsticks. Get in. Wow. There is a God. Oh. Now, I've tasted some amazing beers this year. Like I say, two of the best beers that I've tasted was Centaur Army from the unwrapped to the barrel aged version. Slapped the arse of the normal Centaur Army. And then Grand Inquisitor from Bang the Elephant. Bang the Elephant are a unique brewery. And again, Wander Beyond, if you watch this video, chat the guys up, message me, and I'll pass your details on to them. You know, go through me. I know the lads brilliantly well. You've probably had dealings with Damon anyway, Empress Brewery, who also big mates with the Bang lads. And let me tell you now, their Imperial Stouts are at the top of the game. They may not be the biggest brewery in the UK, may not be the biggest known brewery, but they are absolutely at the top of the game when it comes to imperials, and an extremely this type of imperial, this barrel aged blending in different things, Scotch and bourbon. But anyway, yeah, absolutely amazing. Jesus Christ, on a Wednesday night, that has just become one of my favourite beers of the year. A year when 3 weeks ago I smashed my face on Summit and nearly lost sight of my eye, I think. But luckily, touch wood, still here, still going, still the Raggy Beer reviews, and look at that. Do I swear? Yeah, fucking hell, that is an absolute belter. Oh. I'm not going to give the old game away because I want people to drink this. You've got to like barrel aged beers. Some of you don't like barrel aged beers. This is barrel aging done on a grand scale. These guys are one of that top 3 or 4 in the country, and maybe the world, but certainly in the UK with this. Absolutely stunning. So I've rattled enough. There's lots of complexities going off there. That is an absolutely stunning beer. That's the name. Check out Wander Beyond as well, but it's on sale now at low cost. It ain't the cheapest. No, it ain't the cheapest. It's as simple as that. But it's not a beer that's done for cheapness. It's done for what it is, and it's bloody stunning. Would I drink this again? I'm not going to get it again. You know, it's as simple as that, because it'll probably go and that'll be it. But at this moment in time, would I drink it again? Hell yes, massively. Out of 5. Well, here's the thing. This is top of its game. Yeah. I can't remember what I've got biggest scores to in the past. But this is a beer that deserves, you know, if we're thinking of scores, and I've never gone as high as 4.9. I don't think I've gone as high as 4.8. Got to have room for manoeuvre, dare say. 4.77 out of 5. Wow. Quite the stunner. And that is it from Raggy's Beer Reviews. Did I on a Wednesday night know I was drinking the best beer this year? No, I fucking didn't. Cheers up.